Swana took up the scroll and wound the wooden spools to read. Environment, nurture, stress, intellectual, destruction. In the innate context, the experience of stress in the mind is simultaneous with the experience of stress in the body. The stress is the expression of the body's innate senses. The mind's response is immediate to the body's response. The two together evolved to protect the organism. In the context of subjective intent, the reflective mind allows the magnification of manipulative ability. To the extent that manipulation in fact undermines the environment's provisioning ability, the developed expectation of the subjective mind will separate from the objective reality of the environment. The development of the expectation of the subjective mind must be managed by the development of the rational mind directed towards objective interests. To the extent the subjective mind is allowed to develop expectations that are not aligned with either innate experience or with objective interests, the subjective mind will experience stress. The stress first arises as ambient innate stress. It then grows more acute, and for the time it is experienced to an extent that is not yet functionally debilitating, it will be considered by the subjective intent to be managed. Yet this stress is not managed unless the cause of it is controlled. Where the cause remains uncontrolled, the stress grows until it becomes debilitating and disabling. Where the mind is disabled due to stress, it becomes unable to direct itself or its embodiment. Like an injured limb, the mind may suffer an acute diminishment of potential. This diminishment of potential can cause the failure of the organism to function effectively to procure provisioning for itself and its environment. It may also cause, where allowed by its environment, the total absorbance into the subjective aspect of the mind. Where the subjective mind is injured, it may either grow into rationality or may retreat into an innate version of itself. This is not the same as reverting to the pre-existing innate state, which is not possible. Rather, it is to revert to a reflective state devoid of objectivity to the extent that even a subjective manipulative ability fails. This is the state of mental instability, where the innate is clothed in subjective meaning and becomes for the organism the reality. In that particular context, failure to manage stress leads to a diminishment of the mind's ability to process specific tasks effectively. With each failure, the ambient stress level grows, which further impedes the efficiency of action, leading to more failures. In the overall context, failure to manage stress leads to instability of the mind and the diminishment of the mind's ability to perceive, digest, and navigate objective reality. The instability of mind shall be evident in time in the manifestation of body, as the mind shall govern the objective body according to a subjective intent that is disconnected from the body's objective need.